So the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Russ. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up third down. To throw again is Wilson. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll go, and it's Harris. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They find a way to convert on fourth down and pick up 10 yards.
I know it's fourth and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Steeler first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and
he's got his big tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, former first-rounder out of Alabama. It's Mac Jones.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, Travis Etienne. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 11. Omaha. Set.
From the gun, it's Jones. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. In a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Omaha. Set.
Shotgun now for Jones. Open man, that's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. Somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, get set.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. This one intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. He'll manage only a couple. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. 2nd down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Mac Jones heading back out onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Into space at the 45. He may go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are back in this one. It's 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Here's Wilson. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. A 19-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They go play action now. Wilson. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
So if you're going to have time to allow your big tight end to start on one side of the field and run a crossing route all the way to the other, your big guys up front better hold up in protection. That's exactly what they were able to do here. Gave the quarterback the confidence of staying with him the entire way through, delivering that ball on the far side of the field, and leads to a nice pickup.
A give, and here comes Harris. The ball comes out. The Jaguars have it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going. It moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field.
Have to review the play. The rules on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On the give, it's Harris. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Williams in motion. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Jones. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
On second down, here's Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he will get into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. And make it 3 in the first. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
His kick is good. Makes the score.
So after 1, it's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Jags offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jones. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback, seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing, Jones. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and long. Now Jones. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. That's Washington, the man in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. That's down the field and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Sisco. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run. It's ETN. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw. It's Jones. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Wilson. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
We'll try to run for it with Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
To the tight end, Freiermuth. And he's got another one. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Boswell. for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now, Jones. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this pass. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's 3rd and 7. Duvernay in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Again, it's Jones. Duvernay with the grab. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
2nd and 11. They put Strange in motion. On play action, it's Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good for another Jaguars.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he'll take it on in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout the first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw again is Wilson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 45, Jaguars 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Duvernay in motion. Jones now on 1st down. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. From the gun, it's Jones. That's complete to ETN. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll go right and find his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Jones to throw for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage. And so
I fumbled the football. One of the Steelers has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a... Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it, so out comes the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Second and 7.
At the Steelers' 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Jones. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
On for the... is Boswell. He gets it to go, and the Steelers add on to their already sizable lead.
52. Jaguars 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They put Strange in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. It is brought in the end zone. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Another run here with Harris. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Give up the middle to Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to... But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, That ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Van Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This run straight ahead for Etienne. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, Jones. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10.
They put Strange in motion. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Jones. This pass is caught by Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but Here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, get set.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pack. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Open man, that's Duvernay. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now, Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Etienne. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Again, they give it to Etienne. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Russ. Working free downfield. It is Williams. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Again, Wilson. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Ball resting on the... down and goal. Here's a run. And he's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score... This one is pretty much over.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers stretch things out even further.
Steelers 66, Jaguars 35. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Shotgun now for Jones. That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They put Strange in motion. On play action, it's Jones. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll throw on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Darnell Savage. Terrific coverage there. Able to get a hand on it.
3 and out. 4th down.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. Brian Thomas now and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At their 48-yard line.
They put Strange in motion. Here's Jones to throw. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Jones. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point, and now they'll try to finish up strong. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
On 1st down, Wilson. Quick throw on target to Pickens. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Now it's Harris. And he's going to be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he takes off, and he's into the end zone. Russell Wilson, touchdown Pittsburgh. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Jaguars 42. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Jaguars offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing now is Jones. Now a screen set up for Etienne. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
At the 49-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. He is in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to keep it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Now Wilson. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Steeler first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. A pass taken in by Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really... so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Makes the score Steelers 80, Jaguars 49. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jags offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Jones. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin. Most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin at 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now. It's Jones. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. So this one, a win for the visiting